She's stuck in her sweaters because sweaters are super easy to put on and not have to plan anything and don't have to wear a bra when I'm wearing a sweater.
Hey everyone, welcome back. I know it's been a minute, I'm so sorry, but it's just the way my life is right now. I just haven't had the time to sit down and actually be able to record a video for you guys, which sucks, but school and work are pretty much taking over my life right now. So yeah, that's all I can say, and that is school is definitely the priority here. So I've just, the time that I am at home, I've been studying. But you know, this week is supposed to be slow for me school-wise and a little bit work-wise because I work in retail and it's been slow. So hours are cut right now, which means I have extra time to make YouTube videos. So I have my empties video for you today. This is just my beauty empties. I will be recording my Bath & Body Works empties because I know a lot of you guys love watching that as well. Can't remember the last time I did a regular empties, but this one actually feels a little heavy, so it's been a minute. So let's go ahead and just get into the products and see what I used up and how I feel about them and see whether you should try them out too. Gotta like straighten my back up. Maybe if I like, you know, there we go. Just, I've noticed that I've been hunching a lot just in general, so like my thing right now is shoulders back and tummy in and pinky out and do the chin. Oh my gosh, now I have to go tell my dogs to shut up. Hold on. Alright, first things first is I have my Garnier Micellar cleansing water. It's the super jumbo size that they sell. I actually really like this. However, I do miss it currently, but I don't like that I have to use real cotton pads with this. I've tried reusing my reusable cotton pads and it just never works. It doesn't remove the makeup. It doesn't absorb quite well. So while I do have regular cotton squares currently, I don't like that I have to use them with this as much as I love this. But this is really good for traveling. I just refill like a little empty bottle, and whenever I am traveling, just take that with me and use that as my makeup remover. Don't have to deal with like oiliness or makeup wipes, which I'm super against makeup wipes. And I do kind of miss this, but again, I might repurchase later on in the future, but not right now, because it just doesn't make sense. I think this is great for traveling, even though I had like this jumbo size, which doesn't seem that jumbo now that I haven't seen it every day. Before I thought it was huge, but now I'm like, oh, this isn't that big. And I do like it, but I'm using just a good old classic like dual oil phase makeup remover, and I kind of prefer this over that. Ironically, I used to love it, but maybe it's just the brand that I chose. Who knows? I don't know. Let's keep going. I have the Batiste dry shampoo, again jumbo size and Divine Dark. It's the only dry shampoo I really use besides like this Bumble and Bumble one that I got at a salon that was closing down and like was super marked off, and that's the only reason I would ever buy Bumble and Bumble. But I only ever use like the dark version of the dry shampoo, that way it doesn't leave a white cast. As you can see, I have very, very dark hair, so this just works great. I've used, I think, a non-colored Batiste before, and it was just a disaster in my very, very dark hair. So I have another bottle of this as well as a different like powdered version. So yeah, it's cheap, it's great. Again, it's the jumbo size, and I don't use it that often, but when I do need it, it is a lifesaver. I have the Sally Hansen Bleach Cream for face and body. I am Italian, I am Latina and Hispanic, and so I was born with very hairy arms and very hairy dark arms, as you can see. And while I'm not about like shaving like your arms, like just embrace like the hair, I do think that it looks better when they are blonde or like not dark. So I do bleach my arm hair, especially like when we're not wearing sweaters and stuff, but I did just use it up because my boyfriend was in town. And you know, we have been getting a couple warm days here. It's like really warm one day and then it goes back to being cold for the next week, and then it really warm one day. I don't know what it is, climate change maybe, perhaps. So I just use this. I either use this or Jolene, but I mean, just being real with you guys. My mom and I did these foot masks. I got it from Target, and these are like the exfoliating foot masks. These are only like I want to say they had like something like buy 3 get 1 free, and I just got like these 2 and like chapsticks. And this actually worked really well to peel your feet. They were only like $3-4 each instead of like a ridiculous amount for like the baby foot peel, which is like $25 per like pair of feet. And since I wanted my mom and I to do it, I was not going to spend $50 on feet masks. And then I went to Ulta. I tried to look for the ones that you guys recommended, but they didn't have it in stock. And then I was just la-di-da in Target, and I found these, and they work. My feet were peeling for a very long time, and I have very smooth feet. Might do this again before sandal season officially starts. But yeah, my mom and I really like them, so I definitely recommend. This is just Holler and Glow, the perfect petty, and they were these cute little like cheetah print. I guess that's what it says. Perfect petty. You know? It doesn't say what the brand is. It's made in Korea. So yeah, I do like these. They work. They make your feet feel. I also have the Skin Iceland Hydro Cooling Firming Eye Gels. I bought these for my mom a long time ago, and sometimes I'll get like this reaction underneath my eye where it just like it gets swollen, it gets irritated, it gets bumpy. So I wanted to use them, but it didn't really help because they're kind of old. So I only use it when I needed like extreme like TLC under this area, which it hasn't happened yet because I have been using a different product that's been working really nicely for it. So yeah, but I used it. I think she has more, but I just had to steal a pair to help salvage my under eye area. I don't know, it was textured, it wasn't cute. We finished, as in you and I, haha, a Degree Dry Protection deodorant. It takes me forever to use deodorant. Now I'm using like a natural deodorant, but if I know what? Now I'm using a natural deodorant. I'm using a native one, but if I'm going to work or I know it's gonna be a warm day and I'm going out and about, I'll use like a regular deodorant. This is antiperspirant and deodorant. But for the most part, sometimes if I know I'm not doing anything, I won't put on either because I don't get stinky, and then I shower and I don't do anything if I'm just lying around. So yeah, just giving more reason for my armpits to breathe when they need to. I'm getting rid of this L'Oreal Pure Clay Mask. It was like the Glam Glow dupe that L'Oreal came out with. I used quite a bit of this. I would put this whenever I had spots. As you can see, it's basically all used up. There was very little left. Oh my gosh, my English is not here today, probably because I haven't like practiced like speaking consistently in a while. That's what happens when you don't do YouTube videos in a while. So I've had this for years. There was only a tiny bit left, but it's officially dried up. I tried using it on like a couple spots last time, and it just wasn't doing anything because it was so dry. So I'm calling it done. I'm not going to replace it just because I'm kind of on a mission to use things up, because you know, I might move in July, and I am not gonna, it's not moving just like cross, like the next state over, it's like cross country. So I don't want to move with a bunch of like random little things, and I'm the only one that really uses these things. So I'll have other products to suffice in place of this. So there's that. I have a hair product in here. This is the John Frieda Frizz Ease Touch-Up Cream. I've been playing with hair products lately, and don't know if I could say I found something that like does this job better. I'm still kind of playing around with it, but I've definitely found like a routine where I would have used this that works a lot better to help with the frizz. There's dust on this and it's like making my nose itchy. This happens all the time. Oh my god. And so I've repurchased this like 3 times, but it really does nothing for my hair. It just kind of helps bring some curls back to life, but in regards to the frizz factor, it doesn't do anything. So thank you for being in my life. You're officially out. Bye. Moving right along, I have another makeup remover. This is the Vanilla Co. Clean at Zero. It is a Cave Beauty brand. I love this. I actually miss this quite a bit, and I prefer makeup removers that are bombs. They just dissolve everything. You don't have to like use any extra product with it. You just kind of like dissolve all your makeup, then like rinse it off with water, and then like go into like your cleanser and all of that stuff. So I really prefer balms, but balms tend to be a little bit more expensive because you are using more product when it comes to it. Again, I'm using something else now and I can't justify purchasing this, but at least right now, but I definitely want to when the time comes for it. We have quite a bit of skincare. Oh my god, there's a pen in here. You guys know I love sharing when I go through pens. I finished a purple pen. This is my purple work pen. I forgot that I finished purple. I'm using a pink one now because, hello, I love pink. But yeah, I love sharing when I finish a pen because that's such an accomplishment, because normally you lose your pens before you finish them. So yes. I also have a Real Techniques makeup sponge in here. I have repurchased the Real Techniques just because this was old and not doing anything, and I don't know why it has this weird color here. Like, I don't know what that is. It also smells bad. It's been sitting here for a while, but yeah, that's getting trashed. More skincare. I did finish my Maison Intensive Firming Solution Collagen Power Firming Eye Cream. I do really enjoy this eye cream. I think this is perfect for underneath makeup, as well as for a light little tint of moisture for underneath the eye. But again, because I am on a mission to kind of like be more financially responsible and like pay off debt, and also not accumulate too many products because my skincare drawer has been getting out of hand. Granted, I have been like using a lot of my things up lately, but I just haven't repurchased this. I've been using a different moisturizer that I have for underneath my eyes, and ever since I have been doing that, I haven't had the little reaction for being too dry. I can use it all over my face if I need to. It's not too heavy. It's just a good replacement for this. And with the other one that I'm using, it's kind of more of a 2-in-1 where it serves like two purposes for my face, rather than this one's just like a specific area, and it really just only moisturizes. There's not anything in here that was really firming besides moisture. So for what I needed, it was fine, or this is fine when I needed it, but I'm just itchy. But I don't find the need to repurchase this, especially because I like what I'm doing now. But who knows? Maybe eventually. It's a good one to go back to if I ever needed a specific like eye cream, but probably won't. I have two different serums. I have the Caudalie SOS Thirst Quenching Serum. You guys know that I love this. It really does help save my skin here in such dry weather, being in Arizona and all. And I have another one that I am currently using. I have been repurchasing this multiple times, especially when like the fall and the winter started, and I probably will be using it till spring because that's what my skin needs and it loves. So you guys know I've repurchased this quite a bit of times. Then I am also tossing my PCA Skin Rejuvenating Serum. This was very minty. I did not purchase this with my own money. PCA Skin is very, very expensive. I want to say this was like $112. But actually what ended up happening at my dad's workplace, they accidentally got shipped like a box of like PCA skin products that were all like going to expire in February. Except with like one product, and so everyone like took a bag home, and my dad was like, here, I know you like skincare, and I was like, oh my god, thanks. And I saw that, you know, expiry date was coming soon, so I stopped a lot of the things I was using just to use this. But just to say that I didn't see anything on my skin. It was like refreshing because it was minty, but did it rejuvenate my skin? No. Did I feel like it was extra moisturized? No. So I was very like heavy-handed with this because I knew that according to the bottle, it was only gonna last, oh, this one says May of 21. Maybe it's just the sunscreen that was February, but I'm almost done with the sunscreen. It has like one more use left, which is like why it's not in here. So you'll see it in the next Empties video, but did not find that the rejuvenating serum from PCA Skin did anything, and it is not worth that hefty price tag. I finally finished my travel size Clinique Dramatically Different moisturizing lotion. Because it was the travel size, I kind of just had it at my desk, but I have a lot of little like random doodads at my desk, and I was just so tired, like I felt so cluttered, so I just made it a mission to finish a lot of these random doodads. How many times am I gonna say doodads? But I do like it. I feel like the Clinique, the moisturizer that's like the lotion version, is great if like your skin is freaking out and your normal routine is not it's not working. if you like suddenly change climates, I think this is a good like basic moisturizer that is always going to work if like your skin is having a freak out. I do have a bigger bottle that I'm currently also using sometimes, like it is what I'm wearing today. I do like to wear it when I'm not going out and I'm doing makeup, for example, because I don't need it to like be extra nice. I just need like a basic simple moisturizer. That is way too many words for just saying I have a bigger bottle. It is something that comes in handy for me from time to time, so it's always good to just have like a bottle. But yeah, I'll use that. I have a couple little packets and other like deluxe travel size. So I have the La Roche-Posay and Thelios 60 Melt in Sunscreen Milk. I have a full size. I do really love this sunscreen. It melts in quite nicely. Makeup is hit or miss depending on what you're using over it, but I do really like the sunscreen and the way that it melts into the skin. And it's always good to have like these little sachets when you're out and about. Like I had this with me when I was going to get my IPL treatment done, and so whenever I left the first time, she didn't put moisturizer or sunscreen on me, so I had this just in case and it worked. And then the second time I went, she did put sunscreen on, so used that time. And then I have the Lancome Regenerative Lift Multi-Action Lifting and Firming Eye Cream. Did not like this. It was very fragrant. I think it also kind of triggered the texturedness to stay a little bit longer, so don't recommend that one. And then last for skincare products, I have the Josie Maran Whipped Argan Oil Face Butter. This was like a point perk that I redeemed, and this is very like misleading. So when you first put it on, you feel great, you feel moisturized. 5 minutes, your face feels like so dry as if you didn't put anything on. So I just ended up using it like on my neck and like on my chest because this did nothing for my face, which was really sad because when you first put it on, it feels great, your face feels really moisturized, and then 5 minutes later it feels tight again as if you didn't do anything. So yeah, but I did cut it open to get product out because we're not wasteful. But very disappointed because I used something else from Josie Maran earlier in the summer that was a moisturizer with SPF already in it, and I really did like that one, so I had high hopes for this, but it disappointed. Before we move on to the little makeup items I'm finally getting rid of this Urban Outfitters Powder Puff nail polish. It's just all dried up, like I can't really get anything. This is a really pretty like robin blue. Like I always get a lot of compliments. I don't have any other blue like this. I have similar ones, but not quite like this shade of blue. Something I will consider repurchasing in the future. Obviously not this one because like Urban Outfitters never has like the same nail polishes again. At least, I don't know, I don't shop at Urban Outfitters because they're not meant for like short stubby girls. They're meant for like tall skinny people in my opinion. And just nothing ever looks good, so I don't really go into Urban Outfitters. So I'll have to find a different color from a different polish place. Okay, getting into the last nitty gritty things because I know this has been like long in coming. I finally finished the OG Bite Agave lip mask. I've been savoring this. Like this has been in either like my travel bag, I always bring it traveling, or in my skincare cabinet. I always only put it on when I do like my skincare. Throughout the day I use another lip balm because I was savoring the OG one. I heard that the new one's not the same because it doesn't have lanolin, but I know Lanolips probably has something similar. Might considering doing that in the future, but haven't brought myself to do so because I have a lot of lip balms, so I miss this dearly and I held on to it as long as I could, but I finally used this puppy up, so goodbye. Finally calling it done on my Urban Decay Shadow Primer Potion. This is the travel size, but it was just, the product is getting so old that the eyeshadow on my eyelids never looked nice when I put it over this. It didn't matter like how much I put on or if I waited for it to set on its own before I started putting eyeshadow product. It just never looked nice, so it was finally time to call it done. Plus it was practically almost empty, so that is that. Now this is my Maybelline Fit Me concealer that's in my year-long project pan. This is going up before I even like begin to film an update, but this is what caused like one of my reactions because this product had gone bad. It smells bad, it smells old, and literally the day I wore it, I felt throughout the day just like the texture, like one of my texture breakouts starting to happen. So I was like, it's this, I'm not gonna use this. I repurchased another one, but I think I'm gonna replace it in my update with a different concealer because I do love this concealer. It's just that this one had gone bad, and we're not gonna put bad stuff on our face because that's not worth it. Like, that reaction and the way that it looks and the way that it feels is not worth trying to finish up like a less than $5 product. And the last item, I used up the travel size Urban Decay all-nighter setting spray. I have a backup of it because I think when I bought it they were doing like buy two get one free. Actually, now that I remember, it was like a buy two get one free with these products. So I only have one of these left, and I have been using this a lot ever since, like, obviously we've been masking, just because my makeup tends to rub off completely here, but I still decide to put on makeup for some reason. Where's the logic? I don't know. But let's say if I'm going somewhere right after or before, which sometimes happens, I do want it to stay on, or if I'm like meeting someone for lunch, I do spray it on just so when I do remove my mask, it doesn't look god awful. So it's getting used up, which is fine because then when it comes into July, I don't have to move with so much stuff. But that is that. This is all of my, you know, empty products that have been accumulating since my last empties. A lot of stuff, a lot of skincare, not gonna lie, but you know, I love it. I love using skincare because without good skincare, the rest doesn't look nice, and I'm sure everyone preaches it. But let me know what is something that you finished up this month that you are so glad that it's gone. You're like, ugh, finally, because that's different. Down in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I promise I'm gonna try to be better now that I have a little bit of time in recording more content. That way if I do get like a busy week, at least I have stuff to put up and you're not going a week without an upload. This last week and a half like hit me out of the blue. I had tests, I had boyfriend over at the same time. I had to study for tests and work. Was hectic for a little bit, but now it's slow. But I know it's gonna get hectic in another week, so gotta prepare for that week. But that is all for now, and I will see you guys all in my next video.